Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the slight delay, I got called out to literally as I was getting ready. Okay, so today we're taking a different direction from having to make all of my stream stuff again. We're gonna do some emote work. So I have what is currently the majority of the pieces here needed for a animated emote of Hikari. Very recently added to the game of Blue Archive. As a playable character, she's been in there for a while. She's definitely been very popular. So, kind of see from the sketch underneath that I very much deviated as the lines have more or less aligned in a bit of a nicer way. I am totally carving the layer apart, so here I am. Alright, we're making some new photos here to facilitate the last couple of things that we need here. Namely, one, the arms at the front, which you kind of vaguely see as the red lines down the back that no longer align with the head. I haven't actually decided on what to do with the hands exactly right now, because I'd like to be able to fold the fingers. And folding anything, it usually never ends well, so have a bit of a think about how exactly the best but for the most part, I'm gonna split it between right and left. For the most part, the perspective of the head isn't really gonna change, so or the perspective of anything's not really gonna change along with the movements, so you should be able to go away with quite a bit of this without too many problems. Just make a... I need to say right thumb? No, just call it thumb. Okay, so... I think the easiest way to make the hands curl in any way is to keep the thumb static. The thumb is supposed to be static. And then figure a way to make it look like the fingers are bending and hello there, how you doing? Oh, it didn't change the Twitch title. Let me just do it. We are now doing... let me just that and then update that. And I think that is currently working through the last couple of pieces of what will be a animated emote. Really should have aligned this to begin with at a more neutral orientation, because it's just annoying trying to resize things when things are starting at an angle. Alright, what's the best way to actually get the hand to bend while also keeping the hand simple so that it's mostly visible emote size? What actually defines hand bending? That's probably actually a better question. I'm gonna need a line on the fingers pointing. Okay, I thought of a very stupid way to do this, but I don't know if it's a particularly nice way to do it. Regardless, I want the hand to sit so that the thumb is at an angle. That's not a pin. Oh no, that's. Where's the color? I'm just gonna do a mitten hand for the most part. That's a wand, that is not a razor. Yikes. That is horrific. Just do like a wider thumb. Hello, how you doing? The thumb needs to stay static while the hand in front of it moves. Can the thumb incorporate the remainder of the hand so that it's separated from the part of the hand that's attempting to move? In theory, yes. Because it's part of the static part. So basically, we up more. Basically, want the hand or the face of the hand to that really awkward in between or trying to make the hand look simple while also giving it the proper shape. Because the fingers themselves will need to stretch out in front with a line that goes over the top. Do I make it flatter at the top? Then try and bend it down. I literally need a line to what, if I want to bend this over, I need a line that's like going well, like that. Over the top. Yeah, this needs to be flatter to begin with, I think. So let's have one line go down as the fingers, and then just bring this around. I don't know how much I like. I also need to think about if I can hide it in any way. I really don't want to use a mask on it. I feel like that's super overkill. I also just don't like the shape of that. Like I think we're just gonna try and keep the hand just very round. So just go 1, we'll go 2. Can I actually just have a line that goes over the top and just have this pull down and around as it goes down, kind of depict the fingers moving in, or why the fingers are bending. Our choice is to have the thickness of the hand actually be distinct, but that's probably better by doing actual fingers. I always feel like actual fingers is redundant at emote size. We're looking at emote size will be well. I don't know if that would be very visible. Ideally, I'd like a big shape to be moving. What happens if I rotate a piece here so that's got the same line here, but it rotates out and down as it moves? How would that feel? Oh dear. Well, regardless, this has to stretch into a hand, so ideally what I actually want is to kinda form out the hand here, put a wrist piece behind both of these. So that this is her glove coming around, and it's effectively acting as the wrist. Can I have that crease there? Crease on this part of the kind of stupid, wouldn't it? Or at least serving a purpose. And then we bring the actual arm through here. Can I do the arm and the sleeve together? I need the arm to reach the elbow and actually join up, or can I just completely ignore that and just pretend it's out of frame the whole time? I don't think I need an elbow. You know, I think I actually do need both arms based on the motion I have in my head. Either way, the picture arm out of there, just gonna make, oh, it's more of a chibi shape, so stretch this out a bit, stretch you out a bit, make the arm thick. Either way, we require a sleeve which has to go on top of this. I don't even know why I made the arm down. Sleeve, do I need the end of it to be separated from the, or basically the folded over part be separated? Is that gonna affect it if I'm not changing perspective? Honestly, probably not. I think I might. Ooh, do I need a back piece actually? Or can I get away with? I think I can get. They'll look better with a back piece. Alright, where is arm? Arm is this, so we'll go ahead and do the front part here, which is nice and wide. Hanging off her arm, hanging off her arm a little bit, so we'll go wider on the inside. We want the, I want the back of this to be. Honestly, the motion is probably not going to be that complex, so we'll just go ahead and go like that. And curl that in. How do I feel about that line? Might want you to a little bit more this way. Just a tad. That too. The whole thing looks really big now. You know, no, should actually be fine. Just squeeze it down a little bit and move it in a little bit too. Go from there, and then we want to have a mostly just rigid sleeve going down. We'll pop that out, and then we'll do a backside to this. Where we'll just go ahead and flip that around, and we'll just go circle this out. Pop that, don't pop. Hey, please just connect there in a nice way. Doesn't really matter if I fix out this back pocket, you can't really see it, but make that look a little round. And then, in terms of what we're looking at here, we want that's buttoned onto the outside of the wrist side, so that would be about here. We want one, two, and then we want to have the lining, the blue lining, coming through the bottom here. Maybe we'll bring these down just a tad. Bring that down to there. Okay. Now then, question is, do I want these to be symmetrical? If I want them to be symmetrical, I could just copy and paste this to the other side. I actually kind of do want these to be symmetrical. Alright. We'll go ahead and we'll just go 1, 2. Change this to left. And we'll go ahead and flip. And we'll just jam this onto about... Whoop. There. It's a sleeve going over her face. Although I need an outline actually for. Let me just go. Where's the body? Body color. Get and go what right into there. Okay, if I'm doing a color like that, what's the best way about going and doing the body? Do I want it over the top or do I want it under? Or do I try and blend the whole body into one giant piece that's probably going to be static? Okay, what I can do is actually use the back strap to kind of hide some pieces. So go ahead and go back. strap over the top. We're just gonna go ahead and draw a line going like this over the top of her. We don't really detail this because this is gonna 100% be out of frame the whole time, apart from the very top. Should it be that high up? Let's just bring that down. Can her body even be separated? Is it even gonna move? That isn't. Well, that needs to flex independently. Not really. The button's gonna be visible on her top. Not in particular, but I probably still want a piece around here. In terms of the actual back piece here, what I want to do, I want this to be in front of the hair at the back, but behind the collar. Actually, I could just go. Just go strap back. We're just going to create a piece going over the back. You don't want to just bring this in like this, so that this whole part here is colored as it goes around her back. That's probably the easiest way to go about it. And judging by the size of the bag, it's probably not actually that much further down before it gets to the bag. That's one of those, was it comfort shoulder strap things. Okay, then there's the question of how to do body. The body will need to be in front of the back part of the strap. If I bring the blue part up through here so that it ends up in front of this part of the collar, although I need to actually bring the whole thing in front of the collar. I turned it in a... That bit's rigid, is the main issue that I'm not visualizing properly right now. This bit will be rigid. And I've done the collar in a bit of a weird way. Probably should have actually just gone with a flat cylinder rather than a curved cylinder. Or at least lifted the corners so that I could bring the body out. Right now the body has no space to really come out properly unless I draw underneath it. Actually no, this angle you'll just see... that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and bring her shoulders outwards. I mean, shoulders aren't really going to be visible, so I don't know. We'll just go like... Actually, wait, no. Grab this part and then go this. Well, let me just bring that out a bit more. That way. How do I feel about that? That's below the collar. And how do I deal with the bit that goes in front of it? Do I just make that curved as well? I think that's probably the best way to go about it, just make it curved. I imagine just line it up against the bottom of the collar. I mean, it's at the bottom of the body, which is not very visible. Honestly, it shouldn't be a clear visual point, so we'll just go ahead and go like yeah. That's a horrible line. Something along the lines of that, and then honestly, button 1 and button. There should be symmetrical. Button 2, and we don't need button 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Can't see them ever. Holy circle. Just slip that in underneath the collar, I guess. Probably the best way to go about it. It's gonna be slipped on the collar. Probably want to. Oh, most of that intact, actually. Oh boy, come on. I don't want to slip it into that's like half poking out. Hello there. It is finished in the sense that I haven't decided to add anything else to it. But let's be real, whenever I work with a personal model, it really only needs the head. It really only needs the head and any accompanying motions that affect the head, and nothing else. Okay, so that sits behind. I need to decorate the arms and the shoulders at all. Or is that just going to be so out of frame that it doesn't really matter? I don't exactly want to draw attention to it either, because ideally the attention should be on the head. Get in the hands. Okay, so this is a bit that I've definitely left because I'm not confident in it, but is that just a Highlander logo? Hold up, let me just think. Blue Archive, give me a wiki, that'll be good enough. Is that just that logo? It is their logo. Alright, let's have a look at this. I'll probably do a full set. Once I think of something. Like, when it comes down to it, the main limiter is usually, do I have a composition in mind? Alright, what the heck is happening here? This is the whole thing, right? It is... It is... Yeah. Oh. Yes, the whole thing. Okay. How do we deal with this? The main thing I need to worry about is actually the main train body, isn't it? And some parts of it are indented differently. Okay, so the first problem is that this badge, despite the fact that... Or this insignia, despite the fact that I've drawn in a way where she's supposed to be facing straight forward, I didn't use the symmetry tool, so the shape is already not quite symmetrical. Like, the center line is coming down like right here, it's like very lightly off. Also, I'm not particularly great with anything that's mildly more machinery. The widest part should be in the middle. Yeah, the widest part of this bubble should be in the middle. How do I fix that? Okay, let me remove the inside part of this for a moment. The widest part is in the inside, so let's just stretch this out so that it encompasses about a third of the total real estate. Which is about there and about there. Looking down. Then yes, I managed to pull both of them in 70 pulls. It was actually quite nice because I had a bunch of tin tickets stocked up. And that accounted for about like 50 pools, I think. So I only spent like 20 pools worth of gems. They're both limited, so I was prepared to just throw the kitchen sink at it. Oi, get that line out of there. I've somehow made the shape a little bit more symmetrical, while still also being slightly off. Okay, so that is the shape of that part. We go like that, we go like this, we go... Okay, let's remove these tail ends first. On my line work. Then we go copy paste, we go shrink that in. Why is it not shrinking in quite as much on some parts? I still generally stand by the fact that Nozomi doesn't feel particularly useful, since she's primarily DPS, but it's mostly I'm still under the general restriction that I don't have enough people of that damage type that I can't complain about the team compositions yet. Okay, so we want to go line. Actually, let's just draw this with thinner line. Like, if I didn't manage to pull both of them, then it would have just been Hikari, probably. He's the one that buffs everyone. He's the support. And the supports are more vital because you can cover damage somehow. Okay, the best bit about this is I'm not using any ruled lines, I'm just eyeballing the crap out of all of my measurements here. Oh. Okay, the fact that this isn't aligned with my canvas is really annoying when I'm reshaping things. Okay, what the heck is happening in the middle? Actually, I don't need to follow that, I just need to follow this, which basically just has that circle and probably a little bit small. Actually, no. If I'm following her badge more closely, then yeah, the circle probably doesn't need to be quite as extreme. Let's see. I just need the circle of the train. Iris doesn't work this way. You kind of see like all of my lines slightly curve towards the side that my hand pulls. It's just... Oh dear. And I know I'm zooming a lot into the image, but there are some imperfections in the logo on her hat there. I think I can actually get away. Ooh, that. Those pixels out of there. Oh yeah, these need to be the same layer. That out there. Then we want to go walk. Like that. That bends back in into something vaguely like that. That joins onto the next part. Then this part literally breaks into the border. So let's go like that and stretch that across. We're gonna bring that all the way across to the other side here. And use that as a general guide to eyeball the absolute crap out of the rest of this. Stretch that down into here. This eyeballing is not working. Can I just pop like the little bit in here out? Just like, yikes. Okay, so we have circle up top. I think I'm actually gonna make this circle smaller. So only encompassing this top portion. Then we want to go a circle into the middle of this circle. You really think after all this time I can draw circles? Oh, and there's not a line, so I can't even just stretch out the circle easily. Oh, that's horrendous. Slightly of a flat bottom circle, that's fine. And then we need another circle in here. Then we need markings where would be on the terrain, which is about, oh, I need to get rid of this line. So we've got a marking about here, here, then here, here, and about here. Like that. Then there's the rail that is on, which is just a circle along the bottom here and along the bottom here. And honestly, for the fact that this is going to be about this big, I think that's way too much detail. I can't see it at all. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Okay, and then the what's happening with the bit that kind of smokes out? We're going. Okay, well, this part has to go like this. You can see how ununiform this is now because of that. Alright, how hideous have I made it? Actually not incredibly bad. That's actually not terrible for the fact that you probably can't see the detail here. Okay. Honestly, these parts should probably go more like this and curl in. Do I need to double layer this part? I do. That's annoying. I God, that's the only thing I really have to say about it. Is it redundant if I ensure this thick portion a little bit? Honestly, at this point I should actually merge this down and have this in with the rest of this. Okay, the bottom of the badge is actually incorrect, but it's also the general reality that you can't see the detail here, so just gonna pretend it's like this. Then I go like that, curl that in a bit more, pop that out, pop you out, get that line out of there, Something like that. Okay, they kind of just need to do that to the other side as well. We'll need to... How am I doing this? Why am I doing this on the bottom now? Oh, whatever. As long as it works. Curl that around like so. Pop you. Also there. Okay, something like that, right? That looks about right. Is that what the parts I need? Okay, just need to figure out how exactly the hand is going to work then. Because the hand is a problem if I want the fingers to fold down. Alright, fan, turn a little bit this way. Okay, at this point I don't really need to sketch at the back, so let's turn it off. It is so unaligned now at this point that it's actually kind of amazing. How to get hands or get fingers to bend. If this part moves down while a piece on top rolls, what happens? Because the most important bit is probably not going to be coloring, it's probably going to be lines. So won't be able to effectively get a piece of color into there. Do I want line already on the hands? How does that work? Maybe just make what I need is for when we have the hand like this, in order to bend it, I need what a I need the fingers to go like this as it starts moving down. So if I fold a line, am I really gonna need a mask? I might really need a mask for this. That's incredibly stupid. Oh dear. At least I have a mask. Okay, that means that we're looking probably at something like literally in the same shape as this. We're just gonna go ahead and this piece just needs to kind of stretch out as it's bending down, kind of like that. I'll just have to use a mask to hide this until it starts moving down. I actually want this to stretch all the way out to like here. Just block it all. That is incredibly stupid. There's also the work. Where you want to flip that and just shove that onto here. About there, good enough. Alright, so deselect all of that crap, and now want to get rid of the border, and we now want the color. That's fully symmetrical. Why did I just not color and then shift it across? Well, I guess I can still do that. Alright, I don't want to deal with this then. Just left or right? If okay, well her gloves are just white, so go ahead and go color all these parts. Hard white. Alright, this has to be on top. Is that gonna be a problem? Okay, we'll go with that. That is just her hand. And that top piece is incredibly stupid. I make this bigger by default. Starts bending over. I mean, honestly, but the fingers start a little bit bent over with this very mitten style. I don't even need to hide it. I could just keep it like that. Because like the very tips of the fingers are like slightly bent. Well, basically, there's enough of a difference between the flat part and the tips. Looks incredibly stupid. Alright, what are we looking at now? 1, 2, 3. Turn you off. Actually, let's just shred this, put this into folder called hand. Get that all out of there in one go. We want to grab a skin color from somewhere. Give me this one. Give me that. Not incredibly low colors. Go ahead. That's a sleeve. We want the arm. We go ahead and connect you and connect you. Pop that in. Then we want to grab her uniform color, which we can take from where's the least light. A little less affected by light and shadow part. Probably about here. We want to color. Should I do the back part as the edge? It's not gonna be that relevant because I don't need to turn the perspective as much this time. Go like that, go like that, paint. Then we want to grab the blue. About there, we want to paint. Yikes. Why do... Okay, maybe we make the lines black and might behave a bit nicer there. And then I need a golden color. That's a lot of light. Should try and grab a goldy brownish thing out of here. 1, 2. You get that a lot of color anyway, so that's fine. Surely change the way I do coloring. Then the remainder of... I don't know why I got the remainder of the sleeve. It's like a really little. I mean, it doesn't need to be that much. The border's like right there, but... Then we just need you. Get... Pick that up and go like that. Then we're gonna go into the back piece here. We're just gonna go ahead and roll this through the back, go like that. Clean that out a little bit. Now, because I'm lazy, we're just gonna go here to go 1, 2. No, not like that. Copy. Wait, collapse. Copy paste. We're just gonna switch this over to the right. We're gonna get rid of the old right. Actually, wait, no. Let me just position this correctly first. Go here, transform, flip, jam this right into this correct spot here. Which is right about there. These were mirror pieces to begin with, so it should just fit right in. I guess it doesn't really matter if it's not like an exact fit, but whatever, it's close enough. Then we just pop you out of there, and we're down to 2 arms. Glorious. Okay, do I need hard lines here to separate the white from the blue? Would I color in the blue and then figure out what to do with the white? Blah blah bum. Probably thinking way too hard about how to do this. Okay, but either way, first bit for the badge. I paste color. I actually want the train and the badge to be one thing at this point. Actually, yes, I do. We're just gonna be very brave and merge this down. We're gonna grab a color from somewhere in here. We're gonna say this is for here, 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 and here. Here. Doesn't look all that different, but could be a different color to the. Not a different color. A very mildly different color. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it won't matter because this tail's probably too small to even be visible. Yeah, it's like a very mildly different shape. Probably gonna have to give this the green screen treatment later, but fill in what I can see now. I mean, it's obvious when it's like you can kind of clearly see that there are 2 different shades there, but I don't know how much is actually going to be visible once it's actually like in motion. Alright, so the front of the hat actually only encompasses this much. But I actually want this color to encompass both. It's probably better if I have the back piece here just, or the top part of this just be part of the version, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably better. Alright, we're gonna copy you and we're gonna plop it on top of you. We're just gonna go ahead and merge that. And then we're gonna pop out the lines going around the back here. That can be relied on with this part and get in, not include lines in this piece, but this is only the bottom part here. Okay, so we want to get her uniform color, so give me this. Paint that over there. Give me a blue. Do I have a blue here? Give me this blue. We're going to paint that over this and this, and we're going to need to, well, let's just actually select well, and then I'm gonna have to make you not blue because otherwise it freaks out. Put that over the top there. We're going to take a black portion. Is that the best bit? There's a lot of light reflecting off that part. Let me get it off this same black. Put that over you. And literally just put it over you as well. Then I want part of the gold. The one from the button or the probably one from the button here, so let's just this gold. We'll plop that over you and you. Okay, we're gonna grab this color again. Let me just turn you off for a moment, come to here. Gonna go ahead and go obviously the shape doesn't have to be particularly clean, already wrapping around the back of the head. Make sure it doesn't leak. And for the most part, we're good here. Okay, so you sit at the back. You'll literally never be seen, so only matters if the blue is not doing the job properly. Actually, I might want a little bit of blue here. Let me grab this color and just go. As it goes around the head, this is the only bit that should be like even more. Just bring the blue around a little bit. Then back to here. I'm gonna create the white strip now. We want to select only onto the blue here. So if I select like this, only grab the blue part. Then we want to go white. So grab a thick ass pin and just go mwah. Okay, we're gonna use a curved line because I can't draw this correctly. Also use a thicker line than that. Oh, that fit. Somewhere along the lines of that, just give us a little bit of a chip here. Oh. Right. It's part of the same layer. Okay, well, that's... Yeah. I'll clearly can't get rid of it all. Probably best if I just merge this down later, because honestly, it doesn't need to be... Oh, that's fine. Doesn't need to be visible anywhere else. Messages have the white on this layer. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just merge these down so that's just one color layer. That's fine. Okay, then we want to go to you. We're gonna grab the black from here. We're gonna go ahead. Just roll this from the inside of the hat all the way around. Pop that in. Pop shape down a little bit. Perspective's not going to change, so it shouldn't really matter, but we're going to do it. And then we have this. Hopefully it doesn't look like absolute insanity. Okay, let me just move this a little bit. Oh, which piece is it? Oh, what do I want to do with this? Okay, where do I want to take the green from? Okay, what are we doing here? Blah, 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 bum, bum, bum. Do that, then go. Okay, so then we go like that, we go you. Like that, and then turn you off. And go like that. That off, then back piece here. Just literally use to connect from here to here, and then from here to here. We don't really care about the shape too much. Piece at the back. Oh, the one through here. Let's go like that, and hello, how you doing? Bring. Oh wait, no, I don't want to bring you out. I want to bring hat in. Oh, where's the hat? You and you. A mess of the whole thing, I think. Pull you in a bit on this side, and then pull you a bit on side, and that's kind of where we want the hat to sit. Okay. Cheers, eh? It's currently in a lot of pieces, but where is stretch that out just a tad? Okay, we'll set that like that. Hopefully it'll still look fine once everything's in place. Oh, body. Okay, so for here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Backstrap, we want to use the black from here. This part's out of frame, we don't care about that side, but the other side is going to connect from there to there. It will go like this, and we'll just paint that in, turn that off, get this side. Going to go ahead and paint this in from here and from here. So when this goes in, it's just like that. Turn that off, turn this on. Then, what do I want to do with this? Do I have a blue up here that I can just grab real quick? Grab this. Okay, we want to, first of all, form this up, form this up. Just clean this out a little bit. Oh, that's fine. Do that. Just gonna go ahead and get this line out of here. Okay, then I need this color. What do I actually need to do with this piece? It's literally just everything else here, isn't it? Pretty much everything else. Okay, so give me this. Do I care about the underside of the shoulder of the arm? Is that ever going to be visible? How much of this is going to be visible? Do I need to actually consider how wide the body is? Actually, I've already kind of hidden the body because I've made this. Have I made this wider than it should have been? That's basically the full body length already. Okay, we're going to add. I don't think the arms are. Are the arms going to matter actually? Okay, I think I'm actually going to separate the arms from the body. We're going to separate you. We're going to go pop that in as the right shoulder. We're going to go ahead and go line. Then we're going to go ahead and cut you out. You're going to be left shoulder. Gonna go new layer, color, copy, paste. Then we're going to grab you. Give me this. Then we want to go like that. Pop that in. Okay, so let me just turn that off, go back to here. Actually, these arms should be behind the body, so let's just shift that down. Okay, so then I need the gold. Hot water. 2. Then we get to the collar, which is give me this color. 1, 2. 1, 2, and then what? What is this? Yellow. Give me this and plop that into here. Okay, then we go like that. Alright, I need a skin. Give me skin color. We want to go shade color. We want to do that to... Which one's the right ear? You're the right ear. Turn you off, go like that. Oh, should this be on top or below? Actually, it's gotta be behind it here, so it doesn't matter. One. Two. This actually be behind the head. Should the ears go here? That looks like that. Oh, I need hair color. Where is hair? Hair. Give me color. Then I want to go into face. I want to go into eyes. I want to go into brow. Okay, so left brow. Whoop. Right brow. Okay, so Oh, up, up, um. Uh, then give me base eye color from. We'll work with this. Give me this. Go like that. Go. Okay, turn that off, go like that. That on, go like that, pop that in. Then we want to go like that, pop that in. Then just gonna turn this down for a moment, and then we're gonna go like this. Can I do another subcolor? I think it's gray. Go white. Go like that, and then we want to pop that straight in. That create a scene with it doesn't create a scene, right? Alright, then we're gonna go there, and then go there, turn that down. Okay, let's see what I've created at this point. There's the mouth. Alright, mouth. Okay, the wrong one. Where's the lift? Okay, I need a arbitrary mouth color because I can't just yank one. That will also work in, that should, sure. Okay, oh, bum, bum, bum. Hmm? Bum. Can I give this a... Hmm. Alright, I've got that. For that. I want a darker shade on top too. Hum hum. Okay, I'll go glow. There. How much should I turn this down by? 60. Okay, then we go shade. Okay, then we'll go highlight. Then we go like this, and we want to go Turn it down a bit. Go up to here. Create selection. Go like that. Go. Like that. Actually, don't want to highlight on the other side where if the actually no, if light is coming this way, highlight does make sense to sit there. Do I want a second highlight up top? Alright, how much does it matter that the arms aren't very attached? That's also the next question. I don't think it'll ever... it shouldn't realistically ever matter. Alright, but then the arm should be fine, even if they come forward like that. Is there any parts that I need to consider what exactly is happening before I guess a bit more? I'm very much relying on the frame to handle the arms. They're very much just floating arms right now, detached from the elbows. I think we'll just finish up here while I give this a think over on some of the parts. I think the main body part is actually fine. The question is really just on the arm. But next time, focus on coloring. So, like usual for emotes, probably try to work with a sharper bit of color than what I normally do, which is a relatively soft way of coloring. I don't really know what I'm doing with metallics, so we'll see what I end up doing with the mini bits of metallic things attached to her, namely on the hat and on her uniform. Well, basically on her uniform. The hat's part of the uniform. And as usual, we're doing this in a emote form so that I can avoid dealing with the halo, because the halo would drive me insane, even though it's a very simple shape. So either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of Live 2D Art for Emotes. We'll get this colored, and then we'll get this into Live 2D, and then we'll do the modeling and then the rigging, and hopefully I can do that all within this week. That is the goal right now. So probably the schedule is color, and then color tomorrow, then do the modeling the next day, and then do the animation the day after. That's kind of how I would like the week to go. It's Tuesday, right? I'm not completely insane? Yeah, it's Tuesday. So either way, if you want to see more of this or other similar things, sure to be subscribed or followed, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you all again next time.